And we should be live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Rollsicle. I am one of the hosts here at the channel. My name's Nathaniel. I'm joined by my lovely co-host Ashley, who is off to the side, being awesome, being a wonderful fiance, helping finish up dinner over there. But she'll be here in just a moment to share in the arena glory that we are about to partake on. This is my first ever attempt of an arena open ever. So if you guys that don't know, arena open is one of the things that arena offers where you can actually earn real monetary rewards. Do you need me to open something for you? Is it a twist? All right, here we go. Is he strong?
Damn. Shit. Okay. Thanks, honey.
You're welcome, darling.
Greatest man ever.
She loosened it up for me.
I did not.
She did. She did. Okay, so yeah, here we are. We could go the traditional route. I think I'm going to be luckier if I go the original route. I think I'm more likely to get a lucky win than I am to get a skill win. We must be 18 years or older to participate. Not available in all regions/territories. Void where prohibited. Receiving monetary rewards requires creating or having existing Wizards, DCI, and I payout accounts. I don't have all those things, but I assume we can get those things. I'm just going to assume. But yeah, so this is extreme hate. Also, if there are comments, by the way, the chat doesn't pop up on screen, so Ashley will get that pulled up in a little bit. But we are taking a little bit just so if people do want to watch, they can get in here, because we do not have more than one entry. We have uno entry here via gems. Now, I actually don't even have entry on my main account, so I am having to play on a different account here, but that is one of the reasons why we are able to even do this. 6,000 gems was the buy in a box promo that was going on, and we almost got a box. I think we were like 2 or 3 wins away from a box there, so almost, I guess, is relative, but it was pretty close. That was a really good run we had with Edge of Eternity sealed, but again, it's sealed, so it's kind of high risk, high reward. You could pull a whole lot of nothing, which would be a bit disappointing. We pulled some really good rares in our last sealed attempt. In that first sealed attempt, we actually pulled enough gems to try it again. Then we had a really bad run, but it happens. And in that bad run, we just didn't pull anything too great. So that's just an example of how, you really got to play the pool, see what it is that you got. Okay, is this gain turned up? I don't know. Hopefully I sound okay. I don't know if Ashley's done a sound check.
Not yet, but I did bring nachos.
She did bring nachos.
I gave you a crap ton of chicken and not as many chips.
Which looks really good.
There's this 4 packets to eat. I'm good. We're gonna leave there.
Huh?
Need my technology. I found my technology. Alright, friends, bear with me for 2 seconds.
If you guys are watching this on YouTube after the fact, you guys can skip ahead, obviously, to where we play. But she is going to make sure we sound okay before we get into our one and only attempt at this arena open. We could get some gems back. We could get a bunch of gems back. We could get all our gems back and a day 2 qualification. Oh, wow. Qualifies you for the day 2 event from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Pause for a second.
Are we not working?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I'm trying to figure it out because I couldn't hear you on that. Start talking.
I'm talking.
There's an ad.
Huh?
Give me a second. There's an ad.
I don't know why you
Is
couldn't.
Big Mike going?
Yeah. Big Mike's going.
Is it set up to run through the Elgato?
What do you mean run through the Elgato?
Your audio.
I can hear it if that's what you're saying.
3, 2, 1. Start talking.
Okay. I am talking. You should be able to hear it.
I can hear it. For some reason, it wasn't working on that. I must be connecting something from here, it's muted somehow.
Okay.
I could not hear anything on that one.
Uh-huh.
Anyways. We're fine. We're chilling.
I love how she immediately jumped to, I did something wrong.
Hey, that's not what I meant.
You were immediately going, well, did you do this and this and this?
Well,
And
because I'm the one who did the mic and I didn't know if you double checked the mic was set up the right way.
yeah, the mic is all good. That's why I said we should be able to be heard. I wouldn't have said that if I thought we couldn't be heard.
Oh, I'm gonna get comfy cozy and get locked in with him. What?
Nothing. But yeah, so we do get some sleeves for entering this event.
Ooh, yes, it is.
That are exclusive to whether you enter in this event. So, you know, if we crash out and lose,
We got some sleeves.
if we lose real early, we at least have something to show that we attempted the arena open, which is a memorable event. So, now it's not on my main account, but sorry about that. We are back, finished getting dinner ready, and I think we are pretty much good to go here.
Oh, I hope the nachos turned out good. I actually don't know. For those of you that don't know, Nathaniel's very into fitness. He was on a bulk. And now he moved, he's on a cut. So I'm trying to find, like, different high-protein ways to feed him food. What's wrong with them?
Are we ready?
What's wrong with them?
Nothing.
Okay. Just
Why would there be something wrong with
No,
them?
you didn't say they were good.
They're great.
Okay, good.
I've never had nachos without cheese, but they're great.
There's cheese on it.
Oh, there is cheese?
Mm-hmm. It's
Oh.
buried, but it's there.
I guess this one just didn't have cheese.
I didn't put as much cheese on yours because it's high calorie.
That's fine. I think they're great.
Okay. I didn't buy queso because queso is so high calorie.
Are we ready?
Alright, period, let's do this.
Huh?
Let's do it!
All right. Can't take it back. If we happen to win, we're up early in the morning, 6 to 8.
Be there to join us.
Here we go. And we are in. We now have sleeves. I am not going to set those as default. And all right, you guys know what they say. Sealed is a random chance, so we got to hope we open good.
how
But
good it is.
again, there is a lot of skill involved in this event as well. Here we go. Got at least one mythic. Okay, all right. Dawnsire is a really good mythic, in my opinion. Genomorph is an incredible rare. And it looks like we pulled some other... Terminal Velocity is not really playable. This one's not really playable. Weapons Manufacturing is not really playable. Ice Steel Explorer is not really playable. Not in Limited. Sucks in Limited.
Oh, yeah.
Land Desert. 2 mana tap, exile target creature you control. 4 mana tap, sack it, return each creature exiled with this land. No, it's not playable in Limited. Okay, what is this? We got the green, black, pay 3, it becomes a 2/2 with Death Touch. That's playable. Green, white, it becomes a 3/4 with Reach. Is maybe playable. And the green, red, Shockland. So, not my best pull
But who knows what your
of cards, but the Genomorph is basically a mythic level rare. This thing is insane. Whenever a land you control enters target creature's base power becomes 3/3. If you control 6 or more lands, then it becomes a 6/6. It's just insane. This guy himself has flying, so minimum you could turn him into a 3/3 or 6/6 flyer.
Crazy.
Or if you have something else that's bigger or better. And then, of course, this card itself now notably does nothing on entry, so it's not a very fast card. But let's see what we opened up in terms of commons and uncommons. All right. Oh, look at this. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. In black. Special guest Darkness. That's interesting. I've never seen that card before. All right, so white, we opened up one of these guys. A Starfighter Pilot. An Emergency Eject. One of that. Can't play that. 1 Radiant Strike, 1 Sunstar, and then 2 Auxiliary Boosters. Okay, so unlikely to play white, if I had to guess.
Probably, yeah.
Black looks deep. Look at this. Black looks
Ooh.
really good. I was looking ahead, but... All right, blue. We've got Cryogen Relics, good. Disculpting Blast is fine. What is this one? The counter's okay. That I don't really like that guy, but I mean, I guess he's playable. Yeah, that one's fine. Unravel's fine. We're probably not playing blue here. Cerebral Download's okay. And Mechanizo is a fine top end, but it's not... Okay, not too excited by those so far. Green is looking great. So that's awesome to see. Red is looking fine as well, honestly. So we're going to be some form of black, red, or green if I had to guess. Going to just ditch these cards for now. Don't think I'm playing them. But we will see. All right, so let's look at black. Black looks playable. I don't know if 1 mana prevents all combat damage that would be dealt this turn is playable. But it might be. We'll take the Death Toucher. I don't really love this card. But a Depressurize is good. I don't love Timeline Color either very much. Dubious Delicacy is fine, and we could play it. The Hive Lord's pretty decent. I don't really subscribe to this guy that much, but again, we could play it if we had to. I think this card's kind of fine. This one's okay, and this is all right, but I actually think this is probably weaker than what I'm seeing in the other colors. So I'm going to throw it all back. Didn't love the look of that. And let's take a look at red. So red, we have... What does this do? Target creature is supposed to be pressed until turn. If that creature was cast for its warp cost, it also gains trample and haste. Okay, maybe playable. This guy's great, so love him as a 2-drop. We did get weapons manufacturing, but I don't know if we're going to play that because it's a pretty... You got to have the right things to sack it too. We do have one of the first strikers. We do have a Zookeeper Mechan. We do have 2 Bombards is pretty decent here. A Nebula Dragon's a decent top end. And this guy's actually okay as well. The Void Reach, and I don't hate that guy for instance. Now, it does look like we are almost guaranteed to be playing green here. We have a Hivewire Might is fine. I think Melt Strider's Resolve is pretty good. I don't know if we're going to be Biosynthetic Burst, but Close Encounter is great. 2 of these is great. We love that guy. Larval Scoutlander's good. If we end up in +1/+1 counter themed, that one's good. I think Skystinger's playable. Thawbringer's playable. Drix Fatemaker is actually pretty good for the +1/+1 counter themed deck. I don't think we're going to be Ice Steel Explorer. I think it's just 4 mana, not too great. I mean, you may play lands from your graveyard. Doesn't really do a whole lot for us, in my opinion. Siege Ship Agrarian is great. And if we're in enough colors, we could play this guy. So I will throw him in there. I do think we could be any of these lands and potentially splashing our best cards there. We could play the Shock. Obviously, we could play Halia, but keep in mind this is a double white splash, so I don't know if we will. We'll definitely be playing this guy. We opened up 3 of these torpedoes.
That's crazy.
If you attacked with a spacecraft this turn, but I just don't think that's in the cards for us. Artifact creature deals combat damage, so we opened up the Poisoner, which is alright. I do like Survey Mechan, so we'll throw that in the deck. And then here. So now I almost want to just keep a green base and start grabbing what I think are my best other cards and kind of see which color we play on top of it. I think we're going to be playing red, but we're just going to find out here.
Are you going to keep your white and your blue splash?
What do you mean? We'll figure out lands later if that's what you're asking.
You have white and blue splash cards.
Yeah, this guy's being played no matter what.
Okay.
Halia probably won't be, but we'll figure it out. Let's see. This one has some +1/+1 counter synergy, but not a whole lot. That one's just tapped Surveil. This one's tap Gain Life. This one does have some pretty good +1/+1 counter synergy, so it's possible we play that. That doesn't quite get us to the deck count that we want, but we're almost enough here to play like basically mono green splash a couple different colors, right? So there's a potential that we do that.
Like, look and see if there's any like blue that you want to add. As
There is potential, like I'm fine playing a Cryogen Relic.
Such a good card.
Divert Disaster could be good for the lander. and Mechanizoa could be nice top-ends here. We have almost no top-ends. That's my biggest fear in this deck, is that we have a great start and pretty much nowhere to then go. That's a huge fear I have. We didn't open any of the big green bombs. I think our closest thing was this guy, which is part of why I'm feeling like red is very much where we're at. We can probably trigger Void a good bit because we have a lot of removal spells, which is good. But we might have to run some of these in order to remove stuff. We don't really have artifact synergy, though, in my opinion. Nope. Mechanizoa is really just a stun, right? Like, we could run it to add more top end, but I'm not sure.
I don't know if that goes for
I'm not sure we need to. Once we drop a red in here. Black, we've got like what, 1 depressurize?
Yeah.
But I don't even know if you splash a depressurize.
I don't think you do.
This guy's been okay, but like none of these are calling my name to like justify a splash.
Yeah. 100%.
I don't even know if Cryogen Relic is justifying a splash here.
Okay. Well, I mean,
So
you already have a blue card in there.
I'm gonna drop. Yeah, so we're probably running blue anyways, but
Yeah, so like it's not like you have to justify that much of the splash with that.
we do have some cheap cards, so the double. Now, my question is do we have any way to draw cards? It doesn't look like we have a consistent way to draw any cards, which is definitely a problem. You know what I mean? Alright, let's see what else we have over here. We said we might run that. I'm definitely running him. Definitely running Zookeeper. Bombard's okay for some other removal. I love this first strike guy, and I think these are 2 good top ends with a Nebula Dragon. So then from here, I think we really just reduce this green-red deck down to... let's see, does this one require black? It does, so we're not going to be playing that. And this one requires white. Are we willing to splash white here? We would need double white to play the Halia. She gives us a way to draw cards, though. But we didn't pull any of the green guy that puts +1/+1 counters on anything. Huh. So it's not like we're regularly buffing. Which means this guy's probably not going to be worth playing. Drake's Fate Maker might still be. And then Seed Ship Agrarian can get +1/+1 counters on him. So these are our, like, 2 ways to get +1/+1 counters. But I just don't think that that's enough. You know? I think generally speaking, this is a relatively weak pool. Oh, man. I'm panicking a little bit of, like, what we even play.
Don't panic. Go with your gut.
I don't know what my gut's telling me, though. I don't think we run this. I don't think we run this. What's my creature count at? 14? We've got room to play the Cryogen Relic if we're splashing blue anyways. So now we're just green, red, blue.
You need to get rid of your... No, that's not a white card. I thought it was a white card.
What?
Just look at me. What colors are calling your name? What do you think you have the most of?
Well, it's a green-red deck. That's, like,
100%.
there's no doubt about that.
Is
We're
there
already splashing blue for this guy. So, like, the blue cards are the ones I'm most likely, but I don't think there's anything else in here that's good enough to replace...
Is there anything in red
or
green?
I like this guy a lot, honestly. The second spell you cast each turn
kinda
costs
nice.
2 less.
So
I think he's pretty
do you
good.
want to trade that out for Cryogen? Or is there a different card that you're like, I don't necessarily need 2 of this or 3 of this,
Yeah.
or 1 of this for this guy?
I'm trying to think, like, what we could cut here. I do like the cards that we have. I don't know. So, like, this thing's going to be... If I can get red, green, and blue out, and then there's the chance I have Stomping Ground, which has its own name. This is probably costing me 4 mana for a 5/5. But it might be 5 mana for a 5/5. Our deck might run that just to have some top end.
Yeah.
Because we didn't really pull any removal. Like, we have this, and we have the close encounter, but the problem with these is that if I don't have a big enough creature, they don't kill anything.
Yeah.
Because they're only +1 to kill. Right? That's my biggest fear. Now, Bombard's okay, but it's only 4 damage.
Yeah.
And this is
like,
fine, but it
most
doesn't even
creatures
buff
are
power,
one.
right? So... Oh, it's a bit terrifying right now running the deck in these colors, but I just don't think we didn't pull any, like, low-key bombs. We have no card draw.
Okay.
That I almost want to run white just to get the cast your second spell card draw card on board. And honestly, these aren't bad either. Maybe our white is better than red, but I don't think so. These red cards are good cards. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And we have the Stomping Ground.
Which is helpful.
I mean, there's no doubt in the world we play green. Mm-hmm. If we go green-white, we can also Halia. You know what? I think I'm going to take out the red and just see what the green-white deck ends up looking like.
Okay.
Because we might actually... I mean, green is the color... I know I need to put this shit back in.
You're good.
Green-white is... Or... I don't know. We could also run some of these if we needed to. I mean, we pulled 3 of them.
Yeah. But just because you pulled 3 doesn't mean split.
Destroy target non-land permanent. Costs 3 less to activate if you attacked with a spacecraft this turn.
That's not viable in your deck.
We're not really spacecrafting. Okay, so white. We can run emergency. We can definitely run this guy. Pilot is fine. This is fine. Exile all artifacts and creatures with mana value 2 or less until it leaves. Then put each card exiled with it into its owner's graveyard. Then create a 2/2. That's not really playable. Destroy target artifact or tapped creature. You gain 3 life is okay. This is good. This is pretty good. And then we could run Halia.
Now you gotta take something out.
And I asked myself, like...
Are you gonna keep that card in?
Well, I have to splash blue if I'm playing this guy anyways.
Get rid of your Stomping Ground.
But... I just don't think these are better than the red cards. You know what I mean? Like... I think we could probably splash the white. I'm a little scared to splash the double white. Although it does mean we might be able to play the white creature land, which makes this better. The more creature lands we can play, the better. So I almost want to run this red, green, splashing blue, and white. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just because green is such a splashable color, I actually think that could be possible. So let's just see what that looks like. This is a white source as well, right? So that part's nice.
Put your Stomping Ground back in now.
The Stomping Ground would obviously go back in the deck. And then, let's see, did I cut the other? Let's see. I don't mind that since we're splashing blue anyways. I think, let's see, we've got 2 of these. One of these, one of these. That's already 4 removal spells. So we definitely probably don't need both of the Bombards. I might grab one for now. Just to see what the deck ends up looking like here. But now we're green-red base. We've got Halia in here. We can go and we can grab specifically this card.
Not me. I didn't touch shit.
Okay. Alright, so now we're just a white splash. Halia's pretty good, but isn't, like, broken. Sunstar Lightsmith is good card draw, though. And now we just ask ourselves, like, do we actually get do we get landers and stuff enough to be playing these different colors? This gives us a lander. Yeesh. This can get different colors. Seed Ship Agrarian gives us a lander. That's only if it taps though, right? Yeah, when it becomes tapped. Yeesh. So do we actually have the deck to play these different colors? I don't know.
I liked your green, red, blue deck better. That's my opinion. I don't think it's a safe choice to be splashing her.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because she's
do we splash the Lightsmith though? Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature and draw a card.
I mean, yes, it's card draw, but I would rather I think you should splash the Cryogen. It's more reliable. Yeah, I just put a +1/+1, but you can draw a card twice at the very least.
I feel like it might be playable to play just the one though. Like you rock. You maybe don't even have to get a plains. You rock maybe like one plains, right? Because then you can still play the creature land.
Yeah.
You throw this in here just as a card draw effect. Because the thing is, you have to run more plains for Halia. You only have to run one plains for this, and that's if this card ever even comes up, right? It's one card in the deck. Now, the rest of the deck is green-blue, which could be a bit of an issue. Because we're still running 4 colors here. That's my biggest fear with this deck right now. I don't really want to run the Cryogen, because the deck doesn't consistently get blue mana. There's literally only like 2 cards that can even get me the blue mana. So maybe we're supposed to be like a green-blue splash red, but there's not enough blue cards to pay that off, in my opinion. But the thing is we have enough green to really be green anything. So are we green-blue splash red? And then which red cards do you take out? Because all of these red cards are really good. I'm panicking.
Stop it.
Or are we just green-red splash blue just for this guy? Like
I'm telling you, I really think it's the green-blue splash the blue just for that guy. Well, that's the one, but the ones you
green-red.
Yeah, green-red splash blue. Don't forget where your planes.
Yeah. It didn't add mountains.
There you go.
There we go. Let's see. Take this down and then this one up, probably.
How's your promotion going, Snoop?
Could also run the command bridge here.
Remember, is good.
The problem is that I really want that white card. Or if we're already splashing blue, I kind of want to run this guy too, because just second spell you cast each turn is powerful. You know, white is another color we're running.
Can I have your fork?
We're already running blue for this. But I just don't know. Do we desperately need these? I don't think so. And the problem with this one is that my fork.
Yeah. Thanks, honey.
The problem there is that like we still don't have card draw, and that scares me the most.
Yeah. That's why I don't think you should be leaning into second spell. But it's not because you can't do it, it's because you literally didn't pull the card draw cards. So I don't think it's a smart choice to be playing into that.
Yeah, but the thing is that card draw is important, which is why my brain's like, okay, am I like a green-white deck? You know what I mean? Because then I can get the card draw.
No.
Green-white.
Anything, you put in the Cryogen.
Like, what if we're green-white-blue?
Bam.
And you scrap the red?
I don't know. You have some good red cards that are top end that do some good stuff.
I do have good red cards. I mean, this is basically just a green-red beatdown deck.
And that's what I think you need. So I think you maybe just find like a blue or a red or a green card draw card. And then you just throw that in.
So we run like the cryogen.
Then you gotta pick something else. Even if it's something that makes you a lander or something like that, like. What does the sculpting blast do again?
The what?
The sculpting blast.
This one? Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If it was attacking, you create a 1/1 colorless storm. I just... You know what? I'm going to take a look at green-blue.
Okay.
Because I think green-blue is easier to splash another color. Because green-blue, we can run Cryogen, we can run Sculpting Blast, we can run the counter, we can run the dude that lets me cast a second spell. Search your library for an artifact card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. I don't think I have enough artifacts to want that. So reveals the number of artifacts you control. Don't think we need that, but we could. I don't know. This is just draw 3 cards. I think that's pretty good in sealed because you just want to be drawing cards. So this is our green-blue. We regularly hit the Gene Morph, and then maybe we splash the red, which is easy to do with a Stomping Ground and some mountains, and then you can take, like, the best red cards. I'm actually liking this a lot more, I think.
Okay.
We still have some good top end. And we can splash the better red cards, right? So we can splash, I don't know. Terra Pact Intimidator is really only good if you play him on turn 2. But he does give us landers. I didn't even factor him in when I was factoring in landers, but... Man. I don't know. He's good. What else is good? Zookeeper Mechan was good. This guy's good. I think these are okay at the top end, and this is fine. So this is a 44-card deck that we just kind of cut down. It makes this more playable if we're regularly in 3 colors.
Yeah, for sure.
So now we just kind of ask ourselves, like, what cards do we not necessarily need here? This only makes a lander if they don't get countered. We still don't have a ton of card draw, so second spell 2 less isn't great. But 3 mana 2/4 is already just a good card. Oh, I don't know.
Trust your gut. I'm telling you.
My gut's telling me it doesn't know.
It does. You did not show you feel better.
So maybe we just go, I mean, this is pretty much what straight... This is pretty much just straight teamer.
Yeah. I don't think you play 4 colors, so... I don't think that's a good choice, and I would not do that. That'd be my advice to you.
Do I want more Cavron Sky Wardens or more Mechanizoas? These give me something to do on turn 3.
They do, and warp is always good because you can get the effect multiple times.
Or do I cut something lower? I'm not loving Divert Disaster here. I think I'm going to cut that. All right, we need one more cut from this deck, and then we'll let it suggest our lands. And then we'll go from there. I feel better about this just because I have card draw now.
Okay.
Like, I didn't like not having any card draw. And the thing is I don't have a ton. I just can comfortably play Cryogen Relic. I can regularly play this on turn 2 now, more or less.
Yeah.
I can Cerebral Download for card draw. I mean, it's not a lot of card draw, but then we also have Survey Mechan for card draw, and this costs 7. So it's not the end of the world. I don't hate this. I think the double blue's hard to play, so I think I'm going to cut that. Or do we just cut Mechanizoa entirely? Because of the double blue.
That's a great question.
Nothing else is double anything.
Fair.
And we could run into issue with that.
You really could.
And then we just try to find something else better to play.
One of them. You do have lander tokens. Maybe look for something that makes another lander.
This makes a lander. If the counter doesn't go through. So it's like the card always has some upside.
Yeah, it's either you counter their spell.
So
or...
my blue is all early on, but I don't know. Do we give this a shot? Do we give it a try?
Always change it after.
Let's see how this plays. 5, 5, 6, and this. How do I feel about that? Realistically, I don't think there's a color that's particularly, like, more in my deck. I mean, they're all kind of spread about, so a balance there seems about right. All right, we have something. It's not great, but it is my first chance getting to play this Genomorph, so.
That's exciting.
Should we go into the games?
Do it, honey. And don't forget to eat.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't drink any water this morning, so you and I are having issues.
All right, game 1. Could be a quick 3 and out. Could be an awesome 7-0. You never know. Okay, we have turn 2 Genomorph and turn 3 Galactic Wayfarer. You can't really complain about that at all. Keep. And we're on the play. Removal here is going to be key for the opponent. And if they don't remove it, we are in a great spot. They are running the Assassin... No, Final Fantasy. I was like, are they running the Assassin's Creed lands? Okay. So I think here... Wow, we are pulling into our green-blue right now. Okay, so we will just buff this guy up to a 3-3. Play out another 3-3, making a lander. Attack for 3 in the air. The faster we get to 6 lands, the faster we start hitting with a 6-6 in the air. Next turn is definitely looking like a sack a lander kind of turn.
Most likely, yeah.
Even though we waste a Genomorph trigger. Okay, playing out the Code Cracker is actually pretty big here. I don't know if we trade on the Galactic Wayfarer. Ooh. Desculpting Blast is interesting.
Sorry, guys. My timer for chicken is going off.
So Desculpting Blast here acts as a removal spell if we do it on the token. But do you want to Desculpting Blast a token? I don't know. Maybe? Excuse me. This is just at the beginning of your end step if a non-land permanent left the battlefield. So Desculpting Blast can trigger Void. Notably. I think we probably offer up the trade here for them to just have no board, though. I don't know. Let's see. Let's swing out here. They're going to try to stabilize here with that, right? Yep, they're going to double block. I think I'm okay. The Galactic Wayfarer got us the lander. Like, I think I'm okay here. I mean, let's make sure we kill that first, just in case. I was going to say, they should have nothing there. Yep, then we can just hold everything up. So, in turn, we'll go get a mountain, obviously, with our lander, but... And then next turn, this becomes a 6-6 flyer. If they don't have removal for it. I mean, it's white-blue, so they definitely could, but... Alright, they're just playing out the 3-2. No... I mean, they're tapped out, so we'll go ahead and sack this now for our land. We go get a mountain. So now we can Cavron. Oh, that becomes a 3-3 until end of turn. That's really cool to know that we could do that at instant speed for some like board state protection. That's pretty neat. Okay, pass. My turn. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to do anything with the 1 mana, so I think we probably just play this out tapped for a turn. I don't know, though. What do we think? Yeah, I think we probably just play that out tapped for a turn. We probably could have played that post-combat, but it doesn't really matter. Yep, no reason to pay 2 life, and we don't have to. That's now 6 lands, so this becomes a 6/6 flyer. Holy moly, this is broken, guys. Alright, they're down to 8. If they choose to remove the Gene Morph, that would be a good idea here. Yep, destroy target tapped creature, and they gain some life off of that, notably. Alright. So what do we do here? Right now, Cerebral Download... We don't have a lot of artifacts, so Cerebral Download is basically always just going to be draw 3. Which isn't necessarily bad, okay? But I'm just pointing that out, that it's probably always going to be draw 3. I think here we attack and then attack, right? Like we Melt Striders and then attack. Because then we can Cerebral Download after that, right? Like... do we have other landfall stuff that we want to save our lands for, or do we just play it?
What's wrong?
They asked a question.
Oh,
I mean, we don't have to play it yet, but we might draw into things we want to double spell, so I'll probably end up playing it. Alright, let's go ahead and Melt Striders. Obviously, this will... Okay, so now at the end of turn, our Void there is going to trigger, which is good. Let's see, this is 5, so then this becomes 6. Not that that really matters, but we hold up both of these. Yeah, I think this is the play. They probably chump here, yep. And then now we just have a really big blocker, because this gets +1/+1, so now it's a 5/8. Notably 5/8 with reach, too. If we don't want to Sculpting Blast here, which... we probably don't. We'll probably just Cerebral Download and draw 3. Effectively draw 4 on our next turn, because we draw at the start of turn. Oh, buddy. We are done for if that... See, you turn target non-land to its owner's hand, if it was attacking. Okay, so I can Sculpting Blast, get this back to my hand here. I think that might be the best play. I think I'm going to Sculpting Blast, get this back to my hand. Because then we can keep playing it out, right? So now we have a guaranteed, like, 5-drop next turn. Ooh, a 4/4 is a pretty good play for them. Okay, well, now I think we just play out the Cavron. I don't know if we want to play the Mountain here. I know we do have some landfall triggers in our deck, so I guess we don't. But they are definitely stabilizing here, another big play, and they totally have this game. That's pretty good. Okay, so now I think we just swing and see what happens. Okay. So he's going to double block here, is what it looks like. To kill. Or he's chump blocking. Okay, he's chump blocking. That's actually even better for us. Sacking it on the chump to draw a card is honestly pretty good. That's impressive. Okay, so now before the end of turn, we play this out. Since something died at instep, they both become 5/6s. So we've got some threat on the board. We still have card draw in our hand. So next turn, if we've drawn nothing else to do, we can at least Cerebral Download. It might have been better to play out a Mountain here, just in case, but I know we still have a Seed Ship Agrarian that we can +1/+1 here. Oh, okay. They're definitely going to get some life off of Halia here. Nope, they're just moving to instep. That was interesting. Okay. Alright, so now, undoubtedly, we're going to main phase this because we could draw into something we can play. Well, we can't play that this turn, but we got plenty of landfall triggers for it after this turn. I think we're just on the beatdown here. Because we are by far ahead on life, so I think we just threaten 10 damage here. He takes it, I assume with a big Halia play coming up.
100% he's going to cut Halia again. Most likely play something that gains him life for something else.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's in mono. Oh, the second spell on the Cosmogrand might win him the game here with Halia. Oh my god, he is about to create so... Now, he makes those... Notably, he makes those before Halia enters, so she doesn't see it this turn. But that is an insane play. If we don't draw removal for the Cosmogrand, I think we lose this game now. Because this is just 2 chump blockers for our creatures. That is not removal. Notably, we can play both of them, though. Even if it didn't make it cheaper, we could still play both of them. So I do think here we are just on... I think we are just on the beats. I do think we swing both of these.
I mean, they can chomp twice, but that gets rid of them.
Let me think. So they can block both here, but then they lose Cosmogrand. Honestly, if I lose one of these to Cosmogrand, we call that a removal spell. No, I'm being honest, right? Like...
100%.
Now, they could block here and kill, but then they can't block and kill the other one. So, honestly, yeah, I think we swing both. I think that's the play. Next turn, we have basically a guaranteed 5/5, because unless Seed Ship gets killed. We're not going to be double spelling, though, because all of our card draw is basically used up. I mean, he has to block both of them. That's the thing. They don't have Menace, so he could just take the double chumping here, which would not be a bad play. I expect him to just double jump. He does go for the choice block here. No doubt in my mind we oh my goodness. The question is, do we kill Cosmogrand or do we kill the 4/4? With Halia on the board, I feel like we have to kill the Cosmogrand. But the chance that he double spells is actually pretty slim. Because he's drawing off the top now. You know what I mean? Okay, he's actually choosing not to lose Cosmogrand, so we take an obvious kill there. So he's not looking to... Why wouldn't... If he's just going to jump block, why is he not going to throw other power into that? Yeah, no, he's definitely not going to block with just the 4/4. Our opponent's not that stupid. Okay, so we're choosing between Giga Storm Titan or Halia. Halia is only 1/1 less, but gains him life, so I think in the grand scheme of things, the Halia is a better kill here. Don't get me wrong, Giga Storm Titan's a big play, but now this is up to a 6/7. I'm still happy with this right now. I mean, we have obviously no idea what he's going to get off the top, but... A massive play here with the Survey Mechan. This is huge. We have 4 different named lands, so this goes off for 6. Do we have 10 mana? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 10. We can play this out and sack it the turn it comes out. 3 damage to any target, we win the game.
Do it.
Okay, so we play this out. It should be activatable. Choose any target. 3 damage to face. Target player draws 3 cards and gains 3 life. 3 damage to face should win us the game. I don't think there's a... Target creature. Yeah, no, that does nothing. Great. And that's the game. All right, we took 1 win so far, and we won it at 23 life with some good beats on the board, so I don't think that was bad. What?
I'm so nervous.
I am very nervous too, but you can't do better in your first game than win it, so. What?
No shit.
I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
We are
Drink some damn water.
We are currently doing as best as we... This might need to be reheated. What?
I love you.
Do you
I'm
think...
gonna end up reheating it like 6 times.
Huh?
I'm gonna end up reheating it like 6 times.
You're the best.
The best be. I made you nachos from scratch. And I'm heating them up for you. Probably 7 or 8 times. Ow!
What happened?
I went to get up and made...
Baby, be careful. Be careful. All right. Do we want to make any changes to the deck? Now, to be fair, we had about the most ideal start to this deck as we could. So I don't think that's representative of how all of our games are going to go. But we played smart. We got one win. You know, technically speaking, in the grand schemes of me drafting on stream, one win is above average. All right, let's go into our next match. All right. Well, we have the turn 2 Gene Morph again on the play. You can't really ask for more than this. Oh, our opponent had to mulligan. I mean, he is on the draw, so he's not taking too much of a hit there. We don't have a turn 1 play, but the Gene Morph turn 2 is pretty tough to beat. Does he have a turn 1 play? He does. He warps out a timeline color to smack us for 2. Notably, warping out a timeline color is cost 2 life, so on turn 1 you are essentially just doing the same thing to yourself as you are the opponent. Now, notably, this has to be a lander, right? Yeah, so... this doesn't have Death Touch, does it? Yep, nope. Didn't think so. Okay, so now we could kill the Timeline Color, but you may cast this from your graveyard using its Warp ability, so it basically doesn't die. We could also just Larval Scoutlander here with pretty much no reason to think that we're going to get a mountain. Or what else are our good options here?
Oh, someone new said, heck yeah, insects are fun.
What else could we do? I mean, obviously we play our land. We could Cryogen Relic to just draw a card. The chance of us getting a lander token to sack to this Larval Scoutlander, though, I think we might just use it to ramp and get a mountain. I think that might be our best bet. Well, either way, we're going to attack first. Smack in the air for 3. I am going to save my removal spell because there's a good chance that that... Oh, man. Do we want to Scoutlander here, or do we want to go ahead and Cryogen Relic? That is the real question. I think we are probably better because this is 5 right now. This costs 4 if we get a mountain in play. We could play a 5/5 next turn. I think we just Scoutlander to play a 5/5 next turn. I think that is the better play. Now the question is, what do we go and get here? I think we probably go and get another forest because we have an island on play, and then we go and we get a mountain. I think that's what we go and get. Obviously, that's not going to change anything. So. The 2 triggers don't do anything for us there, but I'm pretty confident this was a good play because now we can Fungal Colossus for 4. I think a 4-mana 5/5 is still something I'm never going to complain about, so... It also just gives us something consistently stronger to use diplomatic relations with. So. Oh, that's a good card. That's a good card. We get smacked for 3 here. Ooh, a Zookeeper Mechan. That's an interesting card here because this is ramp. I think a 5/5 is probably just more strong though. I don't know for sure. I wouldn't hate searching for a 5th land here, so we Zookeeper Mechan, and then we can search with the... You know, we get hit for 5 next turn. I don't love that. I definitely don't love that we get hit for 5, but it might be the best play. We could also just Cryogen Relic and then immediately... No, we can't immediately sack it because we don't have 2 blue sources. Okay, so that's a bit tough. I don't really want to just outright kill it. We could just have a 5/5 and stabilize for a little bit. Oh, there's a lot of good options here. I think a 5/5 stabilize is probably our better play, if I had to guess. I still think we actually take 5 damage, and we use this to station, though. And then we fly in for a damage. Because I want to stay aggressive, and I feel like he could have a lot of ways to buff here. Now, he could obviously have, like, whatever it's called that removes a creature here, in which case we're just a little screwed. But, yep, there it is, grab kill. Kind of saw that coming. Okay, so now we're in a tough spot. We do have a 3/3 flyer that we can get as long as we pull a land. But that does require... Okay, we did pull a land. Okay, so now I think the play here is we just play the land. We landfall that guy. Here we go, Cavron. And then I think we probably just tap the Cavron to station this. The question is, do we attack for 6 in the air, putting him at 8, and putting him on a 1-turn clock if we can pull a land, but then he attacks us for 5? Or do we hang back? I think they say YOLO for a reason. I think we put him at 8, and we make him really think about how many blockers he leaves back next turn. A removal spell here really burns us. A death touch creature doesn't necessarily. Let's see, what does this do? Tap, add a colorless. 3 mana, tap, draw a card, activate only if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. Oh, okay. He has the grab kill. That was a very big play from them. Ooh. Okay, let's think about this. He's burnt out of mana here. Diplomatic Relation gives us +1 on a creature. We kill his 1 blocker, and then we attack for 8, and that should be a win, right? Baby, check me on this. I can kill his 1 blocker. It gives me +1/+0. So I get another power. That's a total of 8. Attack and win. He has no mana.
Do it.
I think we have lethal, right? That is a lethal attack. So we go... It doesn't matter which one. It deals damage equal to its power.
Yep, do it.
So we deal damage, and then we swing for 8. Yep. Which wouldn't have been lethal if I wasn't aggressive last turn. So we made good plays, people. Wow. We make good plays. We make good choices here on the channel. All right. Game number 2. That was good stuff. Turns out if you pull your best 2-drop and the 2 lands you need to play it, you do really good. I take no credit for this so far. All right. Well. What are you doing, darling?
I'm looking at that new cookbook we bought.
Oh, is it good?
I know I'm 3 pages in. I'm literally on the second recipe.
So you don't know.
No idea yet.
All right, well. Hard to feel bad going 2-0 so far, but no wins actually mean that you're not going to lose anymore, right? So any number of wins can be followed by 3 losses. Keep yourself humble and remind ourselves that we were lucky, we were on the play, we had the right cards. This is a tougher keep. We don't have a play until turn 3, but we have a good play at turn 3. I guess. I think we keep it. There are... Okay, so we play this out tapped. We could draw into the... What's-his-face? So, no turn 1 play, so we just play out a red-green card. We do have all of our colors, so no complaints there. That is not really what we wanted to see this early on. I guess here we play out an island, and we have all 3 colors. I cannot hear you.
How would you feel about chicken and egg omelet?
Chicken and egg omelet sounds... Chicken and egg
About
omelet
67
sounds...
grams of protein.
Chicken and egg omelet sounds incredible. Alright, so now here's the question. I think this is a game where we wait and we get some more mana. So do we play out a creature here? Or do we just hold up Divert Disaster? and we try to counter whatever they play next turn. What do we think? Or we could Larval Scoutlander and then try to Divert Disaster next turn. If we draw a land, that might be our better play because they just played out their own spacecraft. So here we play out a spacecraft.
That is, yeah.
What do we think? Sack a forest, go get a forest and a mountain. Yeah, we'll do that. I think this is better just to get us up in mana. The chance that we have the lander from the Divert Disaster means we didn't actually counter anything, which is a little less than ideal. And we have the potential of playing out a good 5-drop. He's done a lot of surveilling, and he does he get this? Yeah, he gets this right out the gate. That's pretty powerful, not gonna lie. Okay, we did pull the 5 mana that we needed here to play out a creature. Now we could immediately play out this 4/5 reach, which is pretty powerful. Or we could, like I said, go here for the Divert Disaster. 4/5 reach, notably, is not going to get us the Larval Scoutlander. We do get hit for a lot. Yeah, I think we play this guy out as a way to trade with the Thawbringer. And we hold up Divert Disaster for whatever he plays next turn. Oh, okay. 2 mana in the air. Pretty solid. Play a 4-drop, please. Play a 4-drop, play a 4-drop, play a 4-drop. No! He's warping! Okay, so we can get a lander here and make him use all of his mana. I don't even know if we Divert Disaster this, guys. I don't even think that's worth it.
I don't know.
It feels bad to not play it, though. Let's see, we get a lander, but that's post-Larval Scoutlander. Oh, man. This feels really bad. Unless its controller pays 2. If they do, you create a lander token. If we counter it, he can't play it as a flyer later, so he's going to pay the 2. That's the thing.
Yeah, we're 100%.
Do we want a 2-mana lander token? That's what we really need to be asking ourselves. I don't think we do. I think we maybe hold on to this, try to counter it when it actually gets played or something. So that's all right. If he plays something else, it might be great and we counter it, but let's see what he does with the surveil here. We're definitely behind on board. We're definitely behind on life, and we are equal on cards. So we are losing this game right now. Very important to note. Excuse me. Okay, what does he have? Nothing else that he has here. Okay. I think at this point, we just play out a 4/5. I know next turn we could get hit with the Divert Disaster, but I just don't think there's anything worth... I mean, we could Diplomatic Relations here, but I think we're better off having a 4/5. I think that's just the best option for us here. Now, the problem is we cannot... This still isn't 7, so I think we get 2 here on the station, but we leave up a 4/5 as a blocker. If he plays the whale, then... I don't know. I feel like this is pretty good. Maybe I'm going crazy. Next turn, we can Diplomatic Relations the whale. And, oh, he has the removal spell. Okay, well, I think we're probably just going to lose this game because that's our big creature, and we don't have it now. And we just get hit for 6. Oh, this hurts. Wow, this hurts. Okay, this does nothing for us right now. We basically have to Diplomatic Relations this turn. We can still hold up the counter, though, and then we're honestly not that far behind. I think that's probably what we do. It gains Vigilance, so I can attack and then still station. I think that's probably our best bet. I think we need to remove here, or we're in massive trouble. Now, this gives +1/+0 at the beginning of combat, right? Yeah, so I'm going to be able to station for 4 this turn, which is honestly pretty good. And we still held up a Divert Disaster because next turn, if he plays a land, notably he did miss a land drop, right? Next turn, if he plays a land, we can Divert Disaster the Whale, which would be pretty strong. Okay, we don't want to go Larval Scoutlander yet because we can make this a 4-2. Swing in for 4. He goes down to 16. And then we can still station now for 4. We still don't have the 3/3 flyer online, but that's okay. It happens. He hasn't played another land. You would think it would come out immediately if he had it, so he's definitely struggling with lands here. The Zookeeper Mechan gives him the mana that he needs, but I just don't know if I want to try to counter that. We get a lander token. I just don't think it does enough for us. I think we resolve. And he hits us for 2. Yeah, I think that's honestly, I'm not upset about that at all. Okay, what can we do now? Now we have 6 mana. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. We can Survey Mechan still holding up the disaster. Survey Mechan can tap to trigger the Larval Scoutlander. So then we have that up as a blocker, and then we can attack with the Molecular Modifier as a 3 power creature with first strike, so that the Zookeeper Mechan doesn't block it. I think that's our best play. And honestly, we already can... No, we don't. We only have 3. No, we have 4 named lands. We have Stomping Ground. So we can activate this at 6 next turn, giving -3... Let's see. Deals 3 damage to any target. Target player draws 3 cards and gains 3 life. An absolute banger of an ability. So I think, honestly, yeah, that's definitely the play. Here we get that up to a 3/3. Move to combat. Leave the 3/3 up as a blocker because we are at 8 life, and that is a bit scary. Then we Molecular Modifier, move in here, okay? I honestly don't hate our board state anymore. We're very lucky that the opponent has not been getting the lands they need. They did hold up 2 lands here, so they definitely could sack a lander, and they might just go for the Whale. I think if they go for the Whale, we'll be in a very good position because if we Divert Disaster it, they won't have the 2 mana to pay for the Whale. So they just tap out all their mana, they're down on board, and then we just start going to town. I think that's honestly what we do. Cast the Whale. Cast the Whale. Oh, an even better card to counter. A Thrumming Hive Pool. Wow, we would have been so doomed to that card. Wow, oh, wow. Okay, he taps out his creatures here. Very interestingly. I want to think about damage here. We can do 6 damage right now. 7 because we're going to get a plus here. Then we can do the sack and do 10 damage in total. Then we threaten in the air. But I don't really want to sack Survey Mechan yet. I don't know how we're supposed to get this online, though. So right now it just kind of feels like a nothing card. All of these things can be done at instant speed, and this is also an instant. I almost want to just hold up the Survey Mechan. Right? This can be done at instant speed, or is it sorcery? Sacrifice this creature, deals 3 damage to any target. That player draws 3 cards, and target player draws 3 cards and gains 3 life. This ability costs X less. Or actually, the number. Yeah. I think we can just hold that up right now. I think that's probably best. So here we tap. It doesn't really matter what we give this to. I guess I'll just give it to the Molecular Modifier. I think we swing out. We hit for 7 here. And then we hold up either killing something, and now what's the Whale's toughness? The Whale's toughness is more than 3, so we definitely wouldn't end up killing that. But we also hold up Cerebral Download, which we have a couple of artifacts here that we could get, and it is a draw 3, so a lot of good options here. Definitely still a lot of good options. But he is starting to stabilize, I'll give him that much. Okay. We have no response to him playing Whale. That is the majority of his mana, though, so I assume what we're going to see here is more than likely just a pass. of turn. Yep, looks like he's passing. He's going to combat. So we'll pass into combat. Let's see if he attacks with anything. He doesn't, and we do get the pass of turn. Okay. Is there something that I want to kill here? Or do I Cerebral Download? I think I Cerebral Download.
I believe cerebral.
Okay. A Disculpting Blast does a lot of work here. A Disculpting Blast, actually, I think is lethal. Let's think about that. We Disculpting Blast to remove the whale. Then we use the Survey Mechan to kill the other flyer. We attack for 3, and the 3... No, we use the Survey Mechan to kill. Okay, so then we can't use the 3 to... Oh, goodness. I don't know if we want to draw this Disculpting Blast. I feel like we probably do. I don't know if I want this mountain, though, so I'm going to graveyard that. Okay, I can work with the Cryogen Relic. Oh, we can Disculpting Blast this turn. Oh, that's interesting. Yes, we want to Disculpting Blast this turn. Okay. So the reason I did that is because now he has to chump block because I can put the +1 on this and give it first strike. And so then he lets this through more than likely. It does 2 damage. And then we can sack it to get him down to 1, which is pretty good. It's not great, but it is pretty good. And I think that that's probably the best play here. I am going to play out a mountain just because we have mana here. And I think Cryogen Relic is probably not a bad play right now. I want to make sure we still have enough to sack here. We do still have enough to sack, so I feel good about playing out the Cryogen Relic. It just gets us another card in hand. Something to do here. Oh, a Close Encounter. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Close Encounter. Oh no. Close Encounter's not... Is Close Encounter lethal? I don't think I can get lethal, right? Close Encounter, I can kill the flyer. Then I can attack in with 5. Or I make him lose the Zookeeper Mechan. Oh, goodness. But he can't target the Survey Mechan because it has Hexproof. Yeah, I think we Close Encounter here. I think that's a better play. Do you want to target... No, sorry. I want to target this. And then I have to choose my own creature that does the damage. So then I'll choose the Larval Scoutlander. Submit. I assume he doesn't have a 1-mana counterspell. I don't think there's one in the game. He could have a 1-mana blue flyer or... Oh, put a +1/+1 counter and it gains Indestructible. Oh my goodness. Okay, so he does get what he needs here. That's Indestructible until end of turn. So he actually really just saved himself. He definitely just saved himself. Okay. Alright, so what do we do now? I think we just Cryogen Relic pass. I mean, I guess we can put a stun counter on this, but yeah, I think we just Cryogen Relic and pass. That very well might have saved him the game. Terra Pact Intimidator just to kind of go wide on the ground. He's going to give me 2 landers here. No doubt. Yep. So there's the 2 landers. I don't want to risk... Oh my god. I don't even know what we do here. I can give something first strike, but the thing is that this has Indestructible as a blocker. Oh, I'm out of... Oh, I'm out of timeouts now, so now I need to think really fast. Yeah, I think he fully stabilized. I think he just saved the game with that 1 Indestructible play. Because he had 2 mana. I forgot the Zookeeper Mechan. Oh my god. I think he just stabilized. Wow. Wow, wow. He plays that out, and he can play out the whale. So what can we do? I mean, obviously he can't attack, so he's still, like, on the slow go. But he's got enough flyers now. That's the problem. We need to draw something insane. We need to draw something absolutely insane. Oh, that's not going to do it. So I can Survey Mechan to draw 3 cards here now. Which might just be my best bet to find something good. And then the Survey Mechan gives me 3 life. I have a chance to find something good. I think that's kind of what we just have to do now, right?
Yeah.
So we kill 1 flyer. We choose ourselves as the player. Wow, that sucks. My, oh my, does that suck. Okay, so now I need to find a way to turn the Seed Chip Agrarian online. But he's got a full... I mean, we have pulled, like, every land in our deck. There's only 13 cards left. We have 5 of these, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we definitely haven't pulled every land in our deck. I mean, it's good for the Seed Chip Agrarian because we can sack the landers and buff this guy up very quickly. So that part's good. We can sack the landers, buff them up pretty quickly, play out the Dawnsire, and get it up to its thing where it does a damage when I attack. I think would be a pretty good turn. I think. Oh my god! Major burn. Major burn. Mouth of the Storm probably wins in the game. Because I can't even target it with the Dawnsire. Oh, major burn. Alright, we're down to 8. Okay, we did get a reach creature here. Which is pretty insane. Is this just your second spell? The second spell you cast each turn costs 2. Okay. We are actually limited on the amount of green we have, which is crazy. Oh! Disgustingly, majorly bad play. I played my land before I played the landfall creature. That probably cost us. That might have just cost us the entire game. It is actually possible that that just cost us the entire game. Okay, so we play this out. We can still sack a lander, which gets him bigger. And then we can chump block the Starbreach Whale. No, chump block the Mouth of the Storm. He can't even attack with the Starbreach Whale because it's a reach. Yes, this is the correct answer. This is the correct answer. Okay. Then I can do this at instant speed, but I want to do it on my turn. I mean, let's just go get green because we can. And then next, no attacks, in turn. This guy gets buffed. Okay. All right, we've got a 5/6 reacher. You know, no idea what he has in hand. We could definitely lose this game, obviously. We made some pretty bad plays. This should be a 5/5. That's for sure. I'm sure there were ways earlier on that we definitely could have done better as well. A second Mouth of the Storm here would just obviously win him the game, no problem. But what can you do about double Mouth of the Storm? The answer is nothing. There probably was a way earlier to get the Dawnsire online. So that hurts a little bit. What are you doing? You just seem upset.
I don't know. I'm going through and like a lot of this stuff is in grams and ounces and I don't have a food scale.
We need a food scale.
We need one eventually. But you can also just find a converter online.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these converters have a lot of
Ooh.
so I'm able to convert that in my cup. Which is how
Alright, he plays out a Tanuki. He hits me for 1. Oh, he buffs every creature. Holy moly. And that's a flying trampler. What does he do now? He held back. Interesting. He held back. Okay, we drew a land, which is about the worst thing we could have drawn.
100%.
We can definitely Dawnsire here. We actually can Dawn-Sire to full, but it requires tapping all of our creatures. I don't think we want to do that.
Highly doubt it.
So what do we do? We play out a land. Dawn-Sire doesn't have land. We play out a land. We play out Dawn-Sire. That's pretty easy. Then... Man, what do we do? Do I sack a lander? I mean, I assume so. I have nothing else to do with mana. I guess we go get a forest. Alright. So now I can tap all of these to get Dawn-Sire's Tin online. Or no, I can't. Damn it! That was horrible. I ran out of time, so now I can't use a removal from Dawn-Sire. Wow, was that horrible. That was absolutely abysmal. Okay, no attacks. Do I want to still get Dawn-Sire online now? Oh, God. I don't even think I can because of the trample.
We gotta be following our friends.
This could be really bad. I probably lost this game because of 17 horrible decisions I made, but... God, that timer has screwed me over twice this game.
I'm so sorry, honey.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Are you just taking more time to think about things than normal? Because the timer is usually an issue for you.
You get timeouts, but you don't get those back. So I've used all 3 of them on one turn that I had to think a bunch about, so now I only get like 15 seconds to make decisions.
Got it. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay, this needs 8, so actually I might have saved myself a turn here. I might have saved myself a turn. We need to pray that he just pulled a land.
Everyone start praying.
We've got big creatures, that's the thing. Because we've pulled every single... Like, literally, there's one land in this deck. Every other 8 card in this deck is... Every of the other 8 cards. See, he's using his timeouts now. Why is he looking at my creatures? Stop removing my creatures. Stop it. Stop it. God, Mouth of the Storm is such a beat. Oh, it's so hard to overcome that card. I don't know if it's better than the green uncommon, but he has removal. He has removal. Alright, that wins in the game. Because I have to block here because of the amount of health I'm at, which means I just lose my creature. And I would have been able to kill this without the timer. I was going to be able to. I was going to get this online, attack, and be able to kill it. I have nothing in the air now. Um... 10... This needs 8. 8. So I sack. So I tap this guy. Attack here. Kill that. Attack with the 2/4, right? Because then he can't. No, he could double block. Well, he could block with the 4/6 anyways. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's. Yeah. God. Alright, here we go. Alright. We remove that. Next. He just eats this. He has to forget about his Zookeeper Mechan ability. If he remembers the Zookeeper Mechan ability, we're dead. But there's nothing we could do. I would have won this game if I didn't run out of the timer. If this was in Paper Magic and there wasn't timer, I would have won. I'm 99% sure. So, I didn't necessarily play bad. I played too long, I thought, you know. And that's an issue that Arena has, but whatever. I got every single land in this deck, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Where are the rest of my lands? Did some go to the graveyard? Oh, yeah. At least two. Two to my graveyard. Wow, so I did have all of my lands, basically. Okay, yep, so he hits me there. I have ways to block on the ground. Please, for the... Nope, he remembered his Zookeeper Mechan. Yep, there's nothing I could have done. Alright, the game's over. I lost. I played horrible. So,
be kind to yourself, mister.
I'm being honest with myself. You don't get better lying to yourself. I could have won that game in 7 different ways, and I messed them all up. For what? But I called it, right? I said 2 wins, you can go straight into 3 losses, so... Here's the first one.
I'm gonna take a catch bubble.
I'm just being honest. That's the first one. That's how quick the turnaround is. See, look at this. Great hand, but no... Great hand, but no green. Do we keep it? We're on the draw. We can play this on turn 3. We can play this on turn 5 if we're drawing lands. I think we keep it for the chance. We're on the draw. There's a chance we draw a forest. Not a forest. Here we go. Get Burns next turn. It's not a forest. There's the burn. Okay, next turn we play a 2/4. But we don't play anything else until turn 5, and we have to draw 2 more lands. We haven't drawn a single one. So, rip. Okay, I can handle a Death Toucher. Okay, a 3/2 Death, a 3/3 Death Toucher is a little worse, because that's gonna hurt us. Nope. No green. A third of this deck is green. We haven't seen it. We pulled 3 of the green cards, but none of the green land. We also actually haven't pulled any land, right? I started with the 3 lands. That's what, 4 draws, no land? And he depressurizes it. Alright, we have no creatures. Can't play anything this turn. Fastest loss. Well, sometimes the decks just want you to lose. We're speed running 3 losses here, people. I don't think we can win this even if we do pull a land. Yep. We get hit for 6. Nope, we can't win this even if we pull a land. Have to play out the 5/5 and it's not going to do anything. In fact, he probably has removal for it. If he doesn't, next turn we can Melt Strider's Resolve, hit this. We have to just take the 3. We can't lose the creature. If we do win this, if we do stay in this game, it's because we wait out way too much time. What the fuck? Oh, because the second card each turn, yep. Okay, so we can Melt Strider's Resolve this to stop the two spells a turn. Or we can Melt Strider's Resolve the bigger thing, which is the 5/5. I think we stop the 5/5. Then I can Disculpting Blast the Blooming, because that's what he'll attack me with next turn is that, so I can Disculpting Blast it. Yeah, alright. He's less likely to play 2 cards a turn because he only got 2 in hand. Okay. Next. No attacks. End turn. We're very, very dead here if he decides to just like full... Well, I mean, we're not dead if he decides to full swing, but... Enters draw 2, then discard. Yeah, that's fine. He's looking for lands. We got lucky in the fact that he also doesn't have... because now he'll be playing his 5th land, and next turn we play our 5th land. Does he have a 1-mana spell? It's not a green source, so if I bounce the Blooming Stinger, he still can't play it this turn, even with what he has. He's going to attack with the Death Toucher. We get a 1/1 robot when we do this, so I think we do this just for having a fucking another creature. Oh, okay. If we draw a land, we can start playing out another creature here, but we've been unlucky so far. He doesn't have enough to get this all the way up, but he will soon. We have 1 chump blocker for it. 1. Oh, he can play out the Blooming Stinger because of the Gene Pollinator. Wow. Gene Pollinator, such an incredible card. You've seen it here, folks. Holy moly. Yep, because now he just strikes that in every turn. And he gets the ship online. Holy crap. Alright, well, we can play a 4/5 blocker in the air now, so that's good. We're still taking 2 on the ground until we draw removal. Removal in the form of a Nebula Dragon doesn't come anytime soon. Oh god, he's tapping black. Yep, we probably lose this one, folks. Horrible start. Yeah, there's the Depressurize. Wait, why would he block that? Secret Reach? Secret Reach, people, please. Please. Ignore the giant glowing bow. Oh, okay, sure. Pinnacle Kill Ship. Made 2 cheaper because it's his 2nd spell.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, we're done. Can't even block here. Because if we do, we just lose. Okay. So now we can punch. But we can't play out another creature. If we punch, we can't play out another creature. And he can still get the Pinnacle Kill Ship online, so we would need a flyer. If we do this, we can't get that either. He's able to get the Pinnacle Kill Ship online, which is a 7/7. Which we can block with this, but it will just chump and die. I don't think there's a solution here. I think we lose. He's at 26 life. Yeah, I think there's no win. I think there's absolutely no win. I have to punch this. And then he just full swings and we're dead, right? Like, he shouldn't even do anything else. He should just full swing and we're dead. Sure. Alright, well, like I said, speed running the 2 and 3. 2 wins, followed by 2 losses. Why are you giving me a look?
Why would you be positive?
What do you want me to be positive about? Why is it positive for me to lose 2 games in a row?
I didn't say it was positive, but I think that you just saw a positive outlook on it. That you could bring it back. That you built a good deck.
I didn't build a good deck. I built a mediocre deck that sometimes does okay. It sometimes did okay, and now we're seeing why it's also a mediocre deck. This is not an insane deck. I don't understand why you think it is. This doesn't really do anything more than average. And I would love for you to tell me how it does, because I don't see it.
I just think that you built a better than average deck.
I don't think so at all. If anything, I think it's below average. I think it's probably the best deck of the sealed pool I got. That's not my fault. But I would not call this an above average deck. It doesn't even have one of the good mythics. How is that above average?
But you're not guaranteed to get a good mythic in anything.
And you're not guaranteed to build an above average deck.
But I'm not saying.
Okay, we can turn 1 Gene Morph on the play. I think this is a pretty good hand. I think this is actually a very good hand. Depending on what we draw after this is just all profit. Okay, drawing another land wasn't great because if they remove this, we're a little screwed. Zookeeper Mechan next turn gets us some good mana, though. Okay, sure. No play from the opponent. Swing for 3. Play out a Zookeeper Mechan. I'm not trying to say that it's impossible for me to win. I'm saying that it's possible to go 2 and 3. Jesus Christ. I feel like he did so much that turn. Well, this is not what I want to be seeing here. AKA just all land in my hand. If this dies, we just kind of lose. Yup. So, I don't think this is worth killing yet, though. Right? I don't think that's a problem. I don't know. Let's find out. Smack. He'll probably have the destroy target tapped creature, but we have to attack. It's the only way we win this game, right? Is if we're aggressive. We have big creatures we can draw into, but right now we've drawn 7 land in 10 cards. 70% land draw. It's less than 50% of the deck. I mean, that's pretty good. We weren't going to block anyways. I'm happy to play him here in like a little war of smacking each other back and forth. Obviously, if he plays a flyer, we have to kill it, and he definitely could here. Okay, well, that gets pretty good. I think we probably will kill that next turn. Wow! 8 out of 11. So we have to just keep pace here. We weren't going to block with this anyways, so why not? A little bit of extra damage, scare him a bit. If he does have removal, then we're going to... if he does have removal, then we're going to want him to hopefully be a little scared, so that's good. Next turn's actually lethal if he doesn't kill the Gene Morph, though. I think. Is this 7 mana? Oh, it's 7 mana. But it can tap it itself, right? Yeah, okay. This becomes base 6/6, then we give it +4, and it's 10 damage in the air. So, maybe. Yeah, no blocks. What does he do here? Sure, the token doubler. And a lifelinker. So I think what we do is we actually make this. I think we still make this into the 10 mana that I was telling you. Oh, sorry, the 10 damage that I tell you about. Because then it's lethal, so he has to block with the token doubler. I think that's actually what we do. I think we still do this. Because now it's lethal. And if he doesn't block it, so he has to block it with the token doubler, right? So now, I mean, I think he was going to block anyways, but I think I would rather guarantee the block. Now, the problem is now, even if we do that again next turn, we don't... Oh, Holly is good. He's drawing cards here now. So next turn, it's not lethal, but next turn is still, like... Oh, damn. Okay. So, I think here we don't bother to go for lethal. I think we just play out a Seed Ship Agrarian. Yeah, I think that's probably the play. I mean, it's not lethal anyways, like I said, so I don't think we bothered to go for lethal. I do think we can play out the island. We can Gene Morph up to a 6/6. Then we can actually Cryogen Relic and sack the Relic to stun the Sunstar, because then he can't attack with something with a +1/+1 counter on it. I feel like that's a pretty good play, in my opinion. Also, we just draw 2, which is not bad. Right, next turn we've got another... Okay, honestly, this is starting to come together. I'm a little bit scared of what he has, but I'm not terrified. If we play out the Terra Pact Intimidator and get the Landers, the Seed Ship Agrarian just becomes really dangerous, and the Gene Morph Imago is just... I mean, God, what a card. The amount of stress that I feel playing at only 1 loss left. And you've been extremely silent. It makes me feel very unsupported.
What do you mean?
What part didn't you understand? Well, I think if you were doing something that was important to you and I was being extremely silent, you would probably feel relatively unsupported. You know what I mean? What do we do here? Do we go for lethal?
I think you should really
We have a Divert Disaster to hold up if whatever he tries to cast is more than the mana we need.
Yeah.
But I don't know. If we tap this, do we still have enough mana? How much mana do we have? 6, 7, 8, 9? This costs 7, so we only have 2 left, so I need to tap it. Right? So I tap it for red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, he left up his Landers here. Did we get it? I don't know what he has. Okay, so he can play an additional... So we get a Lander here if we try to counter this. It gets indestructible, though, so, I mean, he's going to use his 2 mana to counter it. So, like, we didn't get the dub here, but, I mean, I still think it's a perfectly good play. I think it's still good use out of Divert Disaster, because he doesn't get to sack his Landers, he doesn't get to get more, so... I think, generally speaking, it's still a decent play.
Yeah.
It also gives us a Lander, so we get a land trigger next turn. Wow, that is such a good card. We've been burned by that card twice now. Just notably. He's going to draw plenty of cards here from Halia, which is very powerful. Now, it is 1 or more, so he's only going to draw 1 card, actually. That's good to know. Wow. All right. No idea what we're supposed to do here. He put it on Halia. I think we just block Halia and pray. Does that do anything? Does he have a land entering do anything here? Oh. Does he have a way to do 1 damage? We're dead if he has a way to do 1 damage. Ow. Okay, so he still gets to see that. That's crazy. Wow. That's impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Wee bit terrifying here.
Yeah, I'd be scared.
Wee bit terrifying.
If you have the mana, I'd play out something. Just to see if...
The thing is that I have the mana to play out a lot. Thank God. Oh, buddy. All right. I'm going to take a second to breathe and heat up my food and stop stressing out so much.
Smart.
I don't know if... Well, I'll be right back. We'll be right back. It's not going to be long, but we will be right back. You want to run an ad?
I can run an ad. Let me get back to that page. Sorry. I'm like doing towards something. Can you go here? I need to go... I need to get... Here? Here. 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 Here.
This is where we learn she doesn't know how to run an ad.
I don't know how to run an ad.
All right, I'll do it then, since you don't know.
I don't know where you...
How long do you want the ad to be?
How long
We'll just do 2 minutes. Bam. Successfully
was
started.
that?
It's in Stream Manage information. You know that.
Oh, I didn't know it was an edit stream info.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't feel very counterintuitive.
Oh, cool. All right, so technically an ad's running. All right, we're back.
Do you want your stool?
No, I'm comfortable.
Okay.
All right, we're into the next game. We're going to see if we can... We need 4 wins without losing to get the day 2 qualification here. So 2 losses back-to-back without even 1 win in between them was a major hit. First one, I think we could have won. Second one was just absolute beatdown from the opponent. Don't think we had a chance on that one. Oh, man. I go first with 2 lands, no blue source. But I can... No, I can't Gene Morph, but I can Terra Pact Intimidator. I think this is a keep. I think I have to trust the fact that my deck has 17 lands. I have a way to get lander tokens, or I get a 4/3, which I'm not going to complain about. Now, if I don't get the lander tokens, getting the blue that I need for my hand, pretty slim. I'm playing out the forest here because I could pull an island and then I just play Gene Morph. I did not pull an island, so now we Terra Pact. I do have another 2 mana play if we're really unlucky and we don't pull a single land here.
It's the new chicken.
Okay, but next turn I am going to... Oh, he gave me the 4/3. Okay, we are land screwed now. That means he has a way to remove it, right? Alright, well, let's try this. We're going to warp this guy in. We're going to make this a 5/4. And we're just going to go for it. Okay, so now we need to stabilize. We don't have lands. We do have diplomatic relations if we draw a land. We have Drix Fatemaker after that. Okay, so he's getting a way to get lands. We did draw a land here. I think we are on the beatdown. So we need to just smack in here. We get Vigilant, so now we have a blocker. He needs something, and he needs it now. He doesn't know that we don't have plays here. This is like an easy block, I think, from the opponent. Yep, he gets a 2/2. Passes to his turn. Faster than I would have liked, because it basically shows him that we don't have a play. He knows that removal here probably ends our game. And I am scared of removal here. A Drix Fatemaker next turn is honestly very solid because now this thing will have trample. So any lands next turn is pretty powerful. How do we feel about this, though? He kept up his mana.
That's not terrifying.
We still have not drawn any blue, and we have 4 lands in our hand that require blue. I think there's only one answer here. I think we just play out the Drix Fatemaker. But I do think we're pretty intimidating either way. I think we put our eggs in 2 baskets here, and we put it on the Drix Fatemaker.
Okay.
We still have a 5/4 Trampler, and then we have a 4/3 if they had removal. I'd rather have 2 decent-sized creatures than just have 1, and they beat us down with removal. We get trample damage in here, so he goes down to 6. No. Okay. Look at that, folks. See? Good decisions were made, because now we're going to lose our creature. Wait. He chose none? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, he chose... He submitted 0? He submitted 0.
That's what it looks like. His pass.
Yeah, no, it's his turn now. He submitted 0. On accident, I assume.
Oh, I assume he clicked too fast. I've done that like 3,000 times.
He doesn't have lands, notably. We're going up against someone just as arguably more land screwed than we are. Wow. The dubious delicacy there. Honestly, if I was him, I think I probably would have just quit. And that's not me saying that he needs to give up on this game because we are land screwed. We could totally win this. But the thing is that misplay would probably upset me so much.
No, you would
in such a high stakes game.
Yeah.
I think I probably would have just cried and quit. He could be going for the if I run out my timers, my opponent might quit play here.
Which is honestly fair. I get it. I've been there.
First timer is used. I can't imagine he's having to think that hard. He has 3 lands.
No. I'm finding a lot of good stuff in this one. I'm not even to let me show you like just the.
Do you have an opening good notes?
Yeah, I downloaded it and then I downloaded it in the good notes.
How far is it? Black and white?
No, there's some color.
How far are you in it?
Page 160.
Okay, so you're pretty far.
Yes. There's a lot of things that just take more like specialized ingredients, so I'm looking for things that I could make reliably with the way that we do our groceries.
I think I have no choice here but to just swing. Right? Like, you go for lethal when you have it.
Do it. I mean, you have divert disaster. You don't believe. Never mind. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
What did you say?
I said you had divert disaster.
I do not. I don't have a blue source.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said you have blue. I would just do it.
I mean, he might have just walked away, honestly, here.
He might have just said, let's see.
The thing is that if he uses up 2 more timers, he just loses the game.
Yeah.
I think. Something like that, so. Yeah, this feels like someone who's trying to just get me to quit.
He's like, well, I fucked up, so I'll see if I can get you to get irritated.
Or I can at least, annoy you. There it is.
Alright,
Well, it's hard to complain about having a pretty tough hand like that and then getting really lucky and the opponent not having lands and then the opponent misplaying. I feel a little bad because I feel like I owe 3 of my 4 wins to chance here, but you know what? Honestly, I'm 4-2. I'm feeling pretty good. It's hard to complain about going 4-2 in such a high intense format that I've never done before. If I come out of this getting to say I went 4-3 in my first, I went positive in my first ever Arena Open, that feels pretty solid. Obviously, we want to keep trying to go for wins. It's not an excuse to play bad.
No, never.
But it's a high intensity, what's it called? I can't think of the word right now. Huh?
Stakes.
High stakes, yeah, but high luck. I don't know. There's got to be a better word for that.
Variability?
I don't know. I don't think we keep this. Nothing on the play till turn 4, and we only drew 1 of our colors. I think we have to mulligan. That hurts, but I think we drop the green spell and just blue-red it out. Yep. All right. Well, at least it's a playable hand. We will say hello to our opponent. They are being nice, and we will be nice back. Honestly, Cryogen Relic can draw us some cards here. Our deck looks like it doesn't even have green in it. Never mind, I lied. A forest here would be great, but it's probably not going to happen. Our opponent's play. Wow! The Edge Rover play.
Damn.
Okay, a forest here would be great, and our prayers were answered, so no complaint on the Galactic Wayfarer. This did not look like a hand we would have our 3 colors on turn 3. We do go for the trade here. Absolutely no questions asked. Biosynthetic Burst burned us to death. Okay, so now we are in major trouble. Now we are in very big trouble here. Okay, so we have to put a stun counter on it and then Cryogen next turn. And we just take 5. Holy crap. What an aggro play. Ow. Holy moly. Alright, so we tap this down. Put a stun counter on it, draw a card. Get a land. What land do we need? Wait a minute. Probably a forest?
Most likely a forest.
Alright, well that's at least good. Okay, let's see. Second spell you cast each turn costs 2 less. I have 6, so if I reduce this by 2, that costs. So I can play both of these? Correct me if I am wrong, guys.
Alright, run me through it.
I have 6 mana.
Yep.
I can play this first, reduce my second spell by 2, and have 3 more to play this,
Yep,
right?
you can do it.
Okay. So, like,
Yeah.
could be off here, but...
Nice job. That was awesome.
Yep. I can trade the Cavron with the Ice Cave Crasher. If he has removal here, I think we're... If he has removal, I think we're burned. Oh, he can move the equipment. Dang, that's kind of huge. Oh, he's not moving the equipment. When this equipment enters attached to target creature you control. I mean, what do we do here? Do we double block?
He gets to choose what he kills them. And he'll probably go ahead and...
He's going to kill the 4/5.
Yeah, 100%.
But if I block with just the 4/5, I think we double block here. I think that's actually the right play. Because we're more likely to get a kill. He kills what we were gonna block with anyways, and we're more likely to be safe. Okay, good stuff there. Now, what's the question here? What do we do? Gene Morph Imago. Play out the Stomping Ground. It gets really big. Then we Melt Strider's Resolve it into the Edge Rover, kill the Edge Rover, get a Lander token?
Probably, yeah. Honestly.
Okay, play this out. It's not holding up anything for instant speed there, so that's good. As this land enters, you may pay 2 life. I don't think I need this to enter untapped. Let's think about this. Do we want 4 mana for anything? I don't think so. We could 5 mana. We could 5 mana in Nebula Dragon.
But do you need to right now?
I don't think so.
I would just let it come out and not pay that. Because he's at 20 Gert.
Enters tapped. Oh, or do we make this a 6/6? I don't think it matters. If I make this a 6/6, I can fight and then still... Ooh, this is important. I think we make that a 6/6. Okay. Then we attack. That's pretty good stuff. That's pretty good stuff. Okay, so now he needs a flyer. We can actually, so fun fact here, I learned this before. I can sack this lander on defense, a land enters, make this a 6/6.
Oh, nice.
As a defensive play. That's pretty good. Is he going to give it haste? Haste and attack here? Oh, and it gets +1/+1. Ooh, is that worth trading the Gene Morph for?
You know it's not.
How much does this cost to equip? 5 to equip, so he's never going to equip it again. No, I think it might be, because then the next turn, I Nebula Dragon can kill this, can attack with this. Then I have a Nebula Dragon and a 2/6 on board.
Okay.
I mean, what do you think?
I don't know. The Genomorph puts in a lot of work. But if you think it's better to trade there, I would do it. Sack your lander.
I can do it at instant speed.
Okay.
Let's see if he bothers to attack. He does. He bothers to attack here. Let's see. Do I take 6?
No. I don't know. I don't know if you take 6. I mean, you smack him for 8 next turn. He smacks you for at least 8 next turn if you full swing.
So do I trade here?
I think you have to trade. I don't think you can take the 6. He'll be down to 7, and he will full swing. He could full swing next turn and just knock you out because you would have to full swing.
So
I would do it. You were down to 1.
can I? Is it gonna let me sack this at
It
instant speed?
should.
What do I want? I guess red, blue.
You have double blue.
What do I do? I've got 2 of each right now, but then one of the. I guess I got blue. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I play anything that I get in my deck. All right, we trade. Ow. That hurts a little bit. Ooh, that would have been nice to have before, but it's fine. All right. This is pretty good. We just kill this so nothing gets haste. We start the beatdown. We're ahead on board, but okay, that doesn't win. He just blocks, so I just smack him for 4. In turn. Okay, well, we are unfortunately not drawing it. Oh! Holy shit! Went and got the rest of the lands in his deck. Okay. Well, that's a huge play.
That's a massive play.
Oh my god, he can give it trample. Wow. Wow, that was a top deck.
Wow.
That was a top deck to give it trample.
That's some of that insane shit that, like, you literally... I would say nice. Like, that's crazy.
I can't even,
There's
like...
nothing you can do about that. Like, that's not even your deck being, like, a mid deck. Like, that is just...
I was literally just thinking that, and I was like, what would be the chance that he tops deck something like that?
That's crazy.
That's insane, too. That's like, I don't even think I made a bad decision.
No, you didn't.
That,
like,
honestly, that
the
hurts.
best
Because,
decision
like,
you could.
that's just an insane mythic that you draw, and then, like...
Literally.
He has enough trample damage that even if I double block there. So that's just nothing. Yep. That's no rewards back.
Wow.
No rewards back because we couldn't get more than 4 wins.
But that last win isn't on you. That last loss isn't really on you.
Second loss isn't on me either. We got land screwed.
Yeah.
First loss, I think I could have won. I don't know if I would have gone 3 more wins. I think we probably could have at least gotten some return back. So.
Yeah.
Claim nothing. Yep. All right. Well, that's an arena open, everyone. Don't do it. It's a horrible waste of resources. As we've mentioned, 5,000 gems is roughly about $30. So what you guys watched cost us about $30. And I hope it was an insanely good draft because that's way too much to spend on one draft.
That was cool, though.
It was okay.
At least you didn't go, like, 1 and 3.
I played well, I think.
Did. I mean, you were right there.
Absolutely nothing I could have done to stop that. I don't think.
Sorry,
That's
nothing you can do to stop
that's
that.
an example. That's an
happens.
example of sealed pools just being luck based. So,
Yeah.
we didn't pull anything great.
You really didn't. That was what was kind of disappointing. Really disappointing about your packs was that you just didn't pull anything like.
There were some really good green cards that we needed to pull. You know, we needed some Ice Cave Crashers. We needed some, whatever the Leviathan thing is called. That's just an absolute beat. But
Yeah, what's the Leviathan called?
it's tough to.
Godma?
Yeah, there you go. Glacier Godma.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we have it. I mean, yeah, it was fine. We do not have enough on this account, even if I finish these challenges, which I probably will because there's only a little bit. But yeah, we might post this. I don't know if we'll post it onto YouTube separately because we didn't get a win, right? Like we didn't.
I still think we posted separately.
Why?
It's special. You've never done an arena open before. You've been wanting to for a long time, but you never have.
Gotcha. I mean, maybe. What is this? Is this standard? Oh, the qualifier play-in that's coming up is also sealed?
Wow.
Oh, that's crazy.
20,000.
Is this for a day 2 play-in, right? Qualifies you for the weekend. Yeah. You can get... The thing is that... So this is play-in... This is the play-in, right? You can get things called play-in tokens that let you do this without having to pay resources. One of the ways you can do that is by getting mythic rank. If you end in a certain...
Is there any other way to get it?
I think so. I think there are other events that you can win that give it to you at the end. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. This is another way that like Newmont and them can kind of keep up their gems, is that if he goes to Mythic and then he does this, let's say he ends here, well, he didn't spend anything to go do it. And he just like got 6,000 gems. So that's one of the ways that they also, that's another way that they also kind of can keep up their resources. All right, well, if you guys are watching live, we plan to keep streaming. It's only 8 p.m., but
it's early.
We are going to switch over here to a different, we're going to do a different account?
Well, do you want to do a different account? Do you just want to switch over to that and then switch over to
Well, so right now, I'm probably going to finish these. So I'll probably just do that, I mean, on stream. This is what, blue-black, and this is black-green. So any deck with black in it, and I do it immediately. So this will be really quick. And it's good to get this account resources because it's got nothing now. It's right there with my other account. So yeah, the only account that can draft right now is yours. That's the only one. So
we've left it that way.
I don't know how many resources you have. I mean, technically, right, it would have been smarter for us to use our resources on the mastery pass, but that's a jump in. But yeah, the draft tokens are only ever in the paid one. They don't give you that for free.
No, that'd be dumb on their end.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm only going to be so harsh on myself for going 4-3 in my first ever arena open. I think that was pretty solid. I think that I've seen better sealed pools. I've seen worse sealed pools. So I don't want to complain about the sealed pool. I think we got average, and that's what I want to ask for. Like, I would be upset if I got a bad sealed pool.
Yeah.
We got like a relatively normal sealed pool, so we'll take that as a win. Obviously, yes, we could have opened like Ouroboros, Cosmic Rand, what's the blue one? Quantum Riddler. Like any of those or all of those would have been insane plays, but
100%. But we're probably...
Or what was it, World Shaker or whatever it is that killed us there at the end, World Sire, right? So all right, well, we'll probably post this separately to YouTube, so we'll be back on stream, but we are going to stop it and then start it. So
BRB, don't go anywhere.
BRB. Oh, it's on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for checking out the video. We hope to see you in all the future stuff. If you like the video, make sure you like it, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you. At the time of recording, we are on the march to 200, and we are really close, 196. So please help us get there. You guys are so awesome. We'll see you guys in whatever comes next. But until then, may those rolls be ever in your favor. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye, y'all.